Welcome back everybody to Forza Motorsport 7. So we're still in the Domination Championship, but today we're going to be doing the early Sport Touring series. And like with the Vintage GT series that we did, we're going to be splitting this over 2 episodes. So we're going to do 3 races today and 3 races in the next episode. So yeah, let's see what this series is all about.
The Camaro ended up being not just a feisty little brother of the Corvette, but the volume seller of the muscle car. Well, you could afford them, and they still brought the noise and swagger of their sibling. So you knew you were getting plenty of bang for your buck.
So yeah, we've got plenty of choices. Some of these I've already bought, but the car I am going to go with is the 1997 Maserati Ghibli Cup. And as you can see, it's got 335 horsepower and 281 pounds-feet of torque. So it's slightly more than what it had originally, and it weighs slightly less as well at 2,964 pounds. But yeah, it's a cracking vehicle, quite frankly. It's got one of the best engines we'll ever see in a late 90s car. So yeah, let's take it out there and see what it can do on any of the tracks we're going to be offered up. So we're at the Hockenheimring full circuit for 2 laps, 2.84 miles a lap, so let's get going. Now I love this car stock, so it should hopefully be even better with these slight upgrades that it's had, because we didn't have all that much PI to work with. So it's probably one of the more powerful vehicles out of the lot here. It's easy. Fairly quick vehicle, even when stock. And believe it or not, it's only a 2-litre engine. Obviously, it's got a couple of turbochargers and it is an inline 6 engine. Yeah, for a 2-litre engine to have more than 300 horsepower was pretty much unheard of at that time. Brake a little bit harder. Come on, slow down. Oh dear. Yeah. Certainly don't have the best brakes even when upgraded, unfortunately. Got to learn the car, learn its faults and its positive elements. Brakes are certainly the area it's lacking in. But we can overcome that, hopefully. We know about that flaw in the car now, so we can compensate for it. Already got our 2 mod objectives dealt with, which is good. Pretty good choice of cars off in this series, to be honest. Plenty of them I like and could have easily have chosen over this Maserati, but this Maserati has long been a favourite of mine ever since it was first featured on, I think, Forza Motorsport 4. So yeah, really glad they have brought it back recently. Because it was well worthy of being featured in a game like this. Gaining on the Sierra Cosworth here. No match for my Italian inline 6. So we've got 944 turbo and a couple of upgraded, or well, Forza Fon, or whatever you want to call them, upgraded BMWs up front. Well, that's a decent start for this series. It's not all that often that we get a podium on the first race, so I'm happy with that, to be honest. Especially considering how poorly we did in the first race in the previous series that we did. So yeah, I'm happy with that. It's a good solid position. Can't go wrong with a podium position with your first race, that's for sure. So yeah, 370 points means we're 15 behind second place and 30 behind first. So yeah, definitely got to look out for those. Yeah, that's what they call them, Forza Edition cars. I do apologise for what I said before. But yeah, got to keep an eye out for those BMW M3s because they are clearly the car to beat. And yeah, clearly better than the standard version on this game because that guy's all the way down in 7th. Nonetheless, let's move on to the next race. Alright, for this second race we're at Circuit de Catalunya for 2 laps again at 2.89 miles a lap. So yeah, let's get started. Now I'll admit I'm not the best at this circuit, but hopefully this car's power and general good speed will do us wonders on this straight, which is really rather quite long. We certainly have a lot more power than several cars here, even in stock form, so hopefully that'll help. RS 200 was trying to kill us, or RS 500, whatever it's called, was trying to kill us there. Handling around this bit. Certainly better than the Lotus Carlton, which has a lot of power but not much in the way of handling. I imagine he couldn't really upgrade all that much on it, considering how powerful it is in stock form. He's probably had to actually downgrade it to get it into this series. There was a limit of 350 horsepower, and that car in stock form certainly has more than that. Alfa Romeo up front is one of the few cars to have all-wheel drive. There's a Nissan GTR somewhere. That's the only other one. AI being pathetically slow through those corners again. Come on. He's getting a place on this straight, surely. Too late there. It's braking on the point that the Alpha was, and that's clearly got better brakes than me. Into 4th place. Fifth place even, I do apologise. couple of places lower than the last race there, which is a shame, but still top 5. So yeah, we might well fall down a bit in terms of leaderboard overall there, but look how close we were to the RS500, that was extremely close, but yeah, just couldn't break through the AI in the first lap to really gain positions. So where we are we now? Yeah, sit down to 4th place, but we aren't all that far behind still the guys in front of us, so I'm sure a win or two should hopefully get us into a higher position. So let's move on to the next and final race for this episode. Right, so we're at Mugello Autodrome Internazionale, and yeah, for another 2 laps and 3.26 miles a lap. So let's get going. So hopefully this Italian car will do well on this Italian track. Again, it's got a big long straight on it, or 2. So yeah, hopefully we'll do well. Surprised that old Mercedes is in this group. Surely that's outclassed considering a lot of these cars are 80s or 90s cars. And that's 70s. I have one complaint about this game, it's that the AI do seem a little bit robotic. They don't really seem to like going for overtakes on each other. Because as you can see, the rankings in terms of cars and where they place each race seems to always be the same. And that Porsche and that both of those BMWs have been up front for every race so far. So yeah, I wish the AI was a little bit, you know, more random. You only ever really seem to compete with, you know, the human that's driving and not each other. Don't know if you can see, because obviously this video isn't the highest of quality, but you can actually see the dials moving in the interior of the car from outside, which you could not do on the original Xbox One, because that's the advantage of having an Xbox One X. Even if it is minor, it is a really neat effect. Far too wide there. Get past this Porsche. Come on, let's overtake these BMWs at least once today. There we go. Move that past, we achieve our second objective. Last run to the finish. I think they might well have the acceleration on me and the speed. Yeah, they do. But second place is an improvement over the last two races, so I am fine with that. Hopefully that will regain us our third place position. But yeah, really do like this Maserati. It's obviously not the car to choose, but it's still a fairly solid vehicle. So it has plenty of speed and handling going for it, even though it is lacking in the braking department. So yeah, there we go, we've certainly gained some points there. Moved back into third place, and yeah, we aren't all that far off second, but we are some way behind first. So if we can get a couple of wins in the next episode, we might well be able to crawl our way back up. But nonetheless, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.